Hello everyone, welcome to GK Today. In this video, we are going to discuss about the issue revolving around creating the Ahir Regiment in the Indian Army. So let's start the video. Since February 4th, the Ahir Regiment demanding for the creation of the new Ahir Regiment in the Indian Army. And recently an important rally is also organized regarding to this. So it is important for us to understand this topic. So recently, an ongoing agitation by the members of the Ahir community disrupted traffic on a 6-kilometer stretch of the Delhi-Gurugram highway. The protesters have been campaigning near Kherki Daula toll plaza in Gurgaon. Now we will understand the most important thing, that what is the genesis of the demand for an Ahir regiment. The Ahir region, which includes the southern Haryana districts of Rewari, Mahendragarh and Gurgaon, is associated with Rao Tularam, the Ahir hero of the revolt of 1857, and he has traditionally contributed soldiers to the Indian Army in large numbers. The region has been the loudest clamour for the creation of an Ahir regiment, even though the demand has also been raised in other states with sizable Ahir populations. The community was brought into national limelight after the story of the bravery of the Ahir troops of Haryana in the Battle of Rezangla in 1962 was widely known. Most of the soldiers of the C Company of the 13th Battalion of the Ahir Regiment perished fighting the Chinese onslaught, but broke the enemy's advice to Chushul. Members of the community have long argued that the Ahirs deserve a full-fledged infantry regiment named after them, not just 2 battalions in the Kumaon region and a fixed percentage in the other regiments. The demand got a boost during the 15th anniversary of the 1962 war in 2012, when the saga of the Ahir's heroism was recounted repeatedly and has received renowned traction in the 60th anniversary year. Various political parties have thrown their weight behind the demand in recent years. Now we will understand what is the history of the Ahirs in Indian Army and the Kumaon Regiment. Ahirs are recruited in the Indian Army in various regiments, including fixed class regiments, that is one or more caste and fixed numbers, like Kumaon, Jat, Rajputs and mixed class regiment, that is of all caste, like the brigade of the guards or the parachute regiments in the infantry, and various regiments and in corps like artillery, engineers, signals and army service corps. Talking about Ahirs, they were initially recruited in sizable amount in the 19th Hyderabad Regiment, which was the predecessor of the Kumaon Regiment. This regiment had earlier mainly recruited from Rajputs from Uttar Pradesh and Muslims from the Deccan Plateau among other castes. In 1922, another reorganization of the Indian Army, the composition of the 19th Hyderabad Regiment was changed and the Deccan Muslims were removed from it. In 1930, the class composition was changed again to one company each of Kumaons, Jats, Ahirs and mixed class. Later, on 27 October 1945, permission was given to change the name of the regiment and it became 19 Kumaon. Following independence, it was named the Kumaon Regiment. Now we will understand what has been the Army's response regarding to this demand. The Indian Army has rejected the demand for any new class or caste based regiment. They said that while the other regiments based on caste and religion like the Dogra Regiment, Sikh Regiment, Rajput Regiment and Punjab Regiment will continue, no new demands on the line of an Ahir Regiment, Himachal Regiment, Kaling Regiment, Gujarat Regiment or any other tribal regiment would be entertained. Lieutenant General R.S. Kadain, which is former Deputy Chief of Indian Army who served the Rajputana Rifles, said there was no need to tinker with the existing system. Why whip a running horse? The army is doing well with the present composition and therefore there is no need to add new regiments based on class or caste. Now we will understand what position have political parties taken on the demand for an Ahir regiment. Over the past decade, support has come from the parties across the spectrum, but especially from ones with a presence in the Ahir areas of influence, that is in Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, and even Maharashtra. In 2018, the Union Minister of State for Chemical and Fertilizer, Rao Inderjit Singh, has written to the Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman asking her to consider the demand for an Ahir regiment. Later, on March 15, Congress MP Dipender Hooda told Rajya Sabha, the history of Yaduvanshi bravery does not need to be proven to anyone. The Ahirwal region of Haryana and Rajasthan have always been at the forefront of the defence of the nation. Earlier on February 11, Shyam Singh Yadav, MP from BSP, Jaunpur, Uttar Pradesh, has raised the demand for an Ahir regiment. In Bihar, there were also the demand has been raised periodically by Raj Lakshmi Yadav, the daughter of Lalu Prasad Yadav and Rabri Devi, before 2020 assembly election. The Samajwadi Party also promised an Ahir regiment in his manifesto ahead of the 2019 Lok Sabha elections. So that is all about the topic, and if you like the video then do share this. Thank you.